Makan, the Kedim was a man. There were once 3 sisters, and these 3 sisters would spin thread, and the thread would be taken so they could buy some food in the market. But it was a hard life. And the mayor of that town wanted to wield his power. And one day he decided to proclaim that that night no one could light a lamp. He wanted to make sure that everybody would do as instructed. Now the 3 sisters couldn't make thread in the darkness of the evening, so they sat in the darkness and they dreamed out loud. And the eldest sister said, "I wish I could marry the baker. Then there would always be bread to eat." And the second sister said, "Oh, I wish I could marry the cook. There would always be good food on the table." And the youngest sister said, "I wish I could marry the mayor's son. We would have 3 children, a son called Hala, a son called Baha, and a daughter called Shams. And if Sham laughs when it's raining, the sun would come out. And if it's sunny and Shams cries, the sky will weep with her." At that moment, the mayor was passing by their house and heard these dreams spoken out loud. And the next day, he came to the 3 sisters. He was amused. And he said, "I grant your wishes." And the elder sister was married to the baker. The second sister to the cook. And the youngest sister was married to his own son. Well, her older 2 sisters were not satisfied. Although they had bread and good food, they were jealous of their youngest sister. She was the young son of the mayor's wife. Surely she would be wealthy. Well, time passed, and the youngest sister gave birth to a son. But the 2 aunts paid a sneaky old woman to help with the birth. And when the newborn babe was taken, this old woman replaced the newborn baby with a piece of cloth. And they put that baby in a basket and set that basket on Wadi Gaza, the river that flows through Gaza and down to the sea. And when the mayor's son found that his wife had given birth to a piece of cloth, he was appalled. Time went on, and the youngest sister gave birth to another son, and she called him Baha. But as Baha was born, so that same sneaky old woman took the baby away and replaced him with another piece of cloth, and put that new baby again in a basket and down Wadi Gaza towards the sea, surely never to be seen again. Now, when her husband discovered this, the youngest sister, she was castigated. He was distraught. But time went on, and she was with child again. And she gave birth to a daughter, who she called Shams. But Shams, again, was taken away by that sneaky old woman. And in her place, the old woman put a large stone. And she put the baby Shams into a basket, and away she was carried on Wadi Gaza towards the ocean. And when the young mayor's son found that his wife had given birth to a stone, he was so confused, so outraged, that he drove his wife away, even though in his heart he loved her. Well, those 3 babies were not washed all the way into the sea, because down the river there lived a kind old couple, and all 3 of those babies were discovered in their baskets, and that kind old couple who had no children of their own raised those children in safety and with care, and they were loved. And when they were old enough, the old man and the old woman told the children, "We are not your true parents, but we send you into the world well." Now, by that time, the old mayor had left this world, and his son had become the new mayor. But he was not happy, and the people of the town were certainly not happy. It was a miserable place. But the 3 children moved to a house just opposite the young mayor's house. Now, the aunts, the 2 older sisters, they knew who these children were. They realised that they had not been washed away into the sea. How could they get rid of them? And they came up with a plan. And they sent that sneaky old woman, who was very old by now, with a message that they should find the bird who always speaks the truth. Who would they find? The bird who always speaks the truth. And the eldest son, Hala, set off to discover the place where that bird might live. And finally, there, perched on a branch of a tree, was the bird. "If you dare," sang the bird, "sing, 'I am here.'" And Allah sang, "I am here." And Allah was turned to stone. Time passed, and his brother, Baha, wondered where his brother had got to. So he set off on that same quest to find the bird who always speaks the truth. Baha found the place. There was his brother turned to stone, and there was the bird in the tree, and the bird sang, "If you dare, sing, 'I am here.' I am here." And Baha was turned to stone. Shams waited at home, all alone. Shams was so wonderful. You know, if it was raining and she laughed, the sun would come out. And if it was sunny and she cried, the sky would weep with her. How she missed her 2 brothers. So she set off on the self-same quest, and she went searching. "Oh, and here are my brothers, and they have been turned to stone." And there sat the bird in the tree, and the bird sang, "If you dare, sing, 'I am here.'" But Shams remained silent. And the bird repeated, "If you dare, sing, 'I am here.'" But Shams did not speak. A 3rd time the bird called, "If you dare, sing, 'I am here.'" And still no sound passed Shams' lips. And the bird fluttered down and landed in the palm of her hand. "You have passed the test." I will come with you. Oh, but Shams said, I cannot leave my brothers here. And the bird sprinkled dust over the two brothers, and they came back to life. And the three children, now grown, followed that bird as it fluttered and flew from branch to branch, all the way back to the town. When they were back in the town, the bird lived, perched inside the window of their house. Now it came to a time of a feast, and all the people were out in the street celebrating. And the bird stood perched in the window, and the bird sang, "Who ever heard of a woman who gave birth to a piece of cloth? Who ever heard of a woman who gave birth to a piece of cloth? Who ever heard of a woman who gave birth to a stone?" And as the bird sang, the young mayor, so unhappy, was passing. And he remembered the two pieces of cloth and the stone that his dear wife had given birth to. And he came and asked the bird, "Who are these three?" "You know who they are," said the bird. "You know." Well, he was appalled that he had mistrusted his wife. The young mayor brought his three grown-up children. "Come with me, I am your father." And they went and searched for their mother. And they found her in the place where she had been banished. And the three children ran. And although they were grown up, they were like children to her. And she was still so wonderful. And she held them, that mother. She held Hala and Baha and Shams. Shams, who when it was raining and she laughed, the sun came out. And Shams, who when it was sunny and she cried, the sky would weep with her. And her husband hung back. "Wife, I wronged you." But she held out her arms. "Husband, you are forgiven." And she held her family close, and they returned to the town, and the people were glad, and the dark days were behind them. The two older sisters left. They knew they did not belong. I don't know what happened to the sneaky old woman, but what I can tell you is that they all lived well. And Shams, when it was raining and she laughed, the sun came out. And when the sun was shining and she cried, the sky wept with her. And the bird who speaks the truth remained in that city in case the truth would ever need to be spoken again. So thank you to Amal and Hanin for working on that story and reworking it, and I'm trying to do justice to that new story for me. This is the first time I've told it publicly. And also to Bessan and the other children who, like me, are learning this story and are going to be sharing this story with the world over the coming weeks.